Hi guys, sorry about that. I was trying to send you guys the forecast, but shit, everything. Okay, I got 1,000 pieces of delay. Got 1,000 millisecond delay here. Hang on. Caught me on scramble right now. All right, here we go. Yeah, like I said, the I wasn't really like super hot on the setup here. I mean, it was seeming like at one point the shortwave was gonna end up triggering these, and then it seemed like it wasn't, and I don't know. But something told me to also keep an open mind, and also a couple of good soundings from NAM 3 kilometer, courtesy of contingents over here. And as a result, we have a tornado warning here. Storm looks like it could be on the verge of dissipating because of this cell over here off to the southwest, but we're going to see what happens here. We could still see more. Let's see what we got on Vince's stream here, if we can get him going. So far, I kind of lean towards us struggling potentially right now. Because Amarillo can be a little bit difficult. No, wait. Hey, we got him. Ooh, that's quite a wall cloud. Look at that structure. That is beautiful. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone since I have this full screen. Yeah, we're struggling with them just a little bit. Ever so slightly. Might have to take the radar loop off real quick. I don't know how many people are really going to be watching this tonight, but I figured I'd just give it a shot. In the meantime, hopefully you guys had a decent day today. I'm absolutely exhausted right now, but hey, I'm here. I gotta adjust that my brain is working. I gotta adjust the sub thing because we're up to 374 now. This caught me by surprise, not gonna lie. Slows Vince back up for a little bit and see if I can send you guys a forecast that I've been honing in on for Friday. You can see that wall cloud over there, by the way. Looks like it's kind of dissipating. See what happens with it, but so right now, yeah, just like Vince really just said, I think this storm's on its way out. Well, I guess we'll let him get moving, and we'll go ahead and see what's going on with these other storms over here, because quite a few have started to develop here. Some of these are really going to strengthen. Some of these may have some pretty good damaging wind potential here too, especially this one further to the north where we see that little backward C shape. This is over towards Cactus and Sunray here, where we have severe thunderstorm warning. There is a little bit of a kink right here too. So this little section right here is what you would call comma head. Depending on how that develops, that could also rotate. And then we see this little tail down here that's starting to develop too. This congealed, that could be quite a squall line down the line. And it's just as Vince said here. Looks like a merger is starting to develop, but the southern storm does seem like it's trying to develop some sort of appendage here. This organizes itself. This could be the new storm to look at. Then we have a lot of convection going on here. I think the area north of this convection right now might be worth keeping an eye on. I think I'm going to keep a closer eye on this one and wait for this one to develop here. See where these storms, see what direction these storms are moving. Oh, I'm at it. 10 miles an hour. We've been seeing a lot of slow moving storms this season, it seems like. All right. So that being said here, we're just going to kind of run the radar on loop here, and I'm going to go ahead and send this forecast to Discord in the meantime. Sorry about that, you guys. Just trying to gear up for what we could see Friday. Friday looks like a more promising day than today, but it's been kind of hard to say. These last couple of forecasts have been very difficult, actually, to kind of hone in on as of late. I was expecting there was a chance maybe of a supercell or two developing here. Well, I'm not like the most surprised to see a tornado warning in this setup, but at the same time, I saw a lot of model discrepancy, and that always kind of lowers confidence. So it's difficult sometimes to hone in on whether or not I was going to go live based off of what I was seeing with models. But fortunately, me and the admin all seem to really love weather, so it makes life a little bit easier when coming down to a final decision, even though this one was a little bit more impromptu. Shout out to Contingents on that one, because he kind of called this one. I was looking at it first, but I kind of lost faith in it. He stuck with it. A lot of my attention is kind of leaning more towards the setup for Friday. Also, if there's anyone that's watching, feel free to join Discord. By the way, we all kinds of we talk all kinds of weather on there. Hi, Wyatt. I'm pretty sure it's mainly just us that are watching, but hey, I just figured I'd do the little stip. Seems like Vince is getting away from that storm here. Maybe he's repositioning on the south side. As long as you don't spam them, I'll answer them. Wait a minute, what DMs? I can't even find them. When people talk outside my door. Oh, that's pretty cool. Congratulations, buddy. But I haven't seen any DMs though, if I'm being honest. I haven't looked. I looked just now. Nothing. Yeah, I think this storm to the south is going to take over after this merger happens. If these storms can maintain, I don't see too much reason why they can't, at least for a little bit. But for the most part, I think the severe threat is mainly going to be with a handful of storms, or the tornado threat, I should say. I wouldn't be surprised to see a squall line with this setup. Yep, Vince is actually moving towards that southern storm now. Has a hook on it. Probably going to be tornado warned for that cell, as this one's starting to die out here. Not occlude. Yeah, it's looking like it's starting to really get its act together here. Hi, Mia. We're also a little close to the radar here. There's the Amarillo radar, and we are probably about maybe 20 miles or less from it. So we might have a little bit of a tough time looking at this storm here, but nonetheless, go ahead and take a look at the velocity here. Could be a little bit dirty, a little bit of contamination due to proximity. We're definitely not going to be looking at the CC at this range, though. There's no way that's going to work. Oh, you're in the risk tomorrow, huh, Wyatt? Oh, yeah, you are in that slight risk. Just barely. Well, not just barely. I'm tripping. But yeah, you are in that slight risk. But I think the tornado threat's more to your north right now. I'm thinking mainly like right on the Texas-Oklahoma line, and then more so into Arkansas. That's really the trend that I've been seeing over the last couple of days. Okay. So more or less just waiting to see what Vint is going to do here, because it looks like he's the only chaser that you can look at on here right now. It doesn't seem like Brandon's here. I wonder if he's maybe taking some time to recharge his batteries, or he's just waiting for tomorrow's risk. I don't know. Whatever the case, I like watching Brandon too. So hopefully he's doing okay. Don't know any of these guys on a personal level. Wouldn't mind getting to know some of them. Excuse the people talking outside of my door in case you can hear them. Hopefully you can't. I live right, my room's right next to the living room, so can't always help that. This area where everyone convenes. But so far, this is really the only game in town as far as tornadoes are concerned. I think really, unless a couple of these storms to the south can fire, where I'm kind of thinking that's less likely, we could very well be looking at the only game here with this storm. Then after that, we're probably going to be done. It's going to be, I don't expect this to be a really long stream at the moment. Of course, I'm always open to it. We all know things can change very quickly with weather. So with that being said, just make sure that you are hitting that like button, hitting that share button, and of course, subscribing if you haven't already. Because, well, simply put, this one kind of came out of the blue. Well, not entirely, but this wasn't something I was planning to live stream at first, if I'm being completely honest. The setup didn't look impressive. Nonetheless, though, here we are. I think this storm might be on its last legs here, unless this storm to the south really starts to organize here. This merger is definitely going to affect it. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's going to show a wall cloud, but these two storms are merging, and this storm's going to have trouble with inflow. There may be a chance that it could do a quick spin up, but I'm not really too hot on this producing too quickly. I love the structure, though. I do love the structure. It's a beautiful spaceship. Really low wall cloud. Impressive shelf cloud, too. I just don't. Jeez. Still seems like it has some pretty healthy inflow based off this scud that you're seeing right here. So it looks like it's still trying. It's been trying for a bit here. But really, I think this is the best opportunity it's going to have. Anything longer than that, I don't expect it to really produce too quickly. So we'll look at this for a little bit. We'll have him off to the side while we're looking at the radar here, since it seems like we're working at the moment. Vince shouldn't have too much issue considering the fact that you can see this storm is moving at only 10 miles an hour, so it's not like he's going to have too much of a problem keeping up with it, as long as the roads grant him access to be closer to the storm, which, like he said, it sounds like they're pretty good out there, especially once you get further east of Amarillo. So we'll listen to him for a little bit, see if my stream, if my feed holds up for him. Then after that, we'll kind of move around a little bit more. Oh, excuse the language. Yeah, we're getting blurry. I'll just try and take them full screen if I can. We are potentially getting into a bad coverage area with them too. Over towards over towards that part of Texas, cell service can be a little bit sketchy. Okay, there we go. Just got to keep him right there for now. Starting to get a little dark. Switching cameras. That is a super low wall cloud.
Look how low that is, folks. That is rotating. You can see that it's rotating.
Yep.
If you look at the back edge of it, and I know you guys probably can't see it, but the back edge of the wall cloud, you look at the clouds on the back half, they're moving one direction, the ones in the front are moving another. This thing is spinning.
Here it is. Here's what he's talking about right here. You can see these small little pieces of cloud right here. Those are scud clouds. You can see them getting pulled into the storm, and then you can see them moving off to the left here. But if you focus on this area right here,
Honestly, and I'm not basing that
you can see this moving towards the right.
It looks like a failed tornado attempt. I see these so often.
Yeah, I can kind of agree based off what I'm seeing here.
That's inflow, that's warm air getting sucked into the storm, condensing into clouds.
Come on. Can't keep his stream up. There we go. Struggling to keep him up right now. Yeah, this stuff. Hey, Ivan. Hopefully you're not too close to this. Yeah, it looks ominous, but I don't think this is gonna produce a tornado right now. It just doesn't really strike me as anything that's imminently able to do so. I mean, there's inflow. The storm looks impressive, but here's the problem: it's going through a merger right now, and I think the storm that's to the south of it's gonna take over. I'm gonna try this. Don't want to put it full screen. I kind of wanted to move this off to the right a little bit. There we go. But yeah, this storm right here to the southwest of it is seeming like it's gonna impede it a little bit. So it's kind of hard to say whether or not this is gonna do anything. Well, shortly before I got home, I was watching Reed's stream, and the hail at one point did seem like it was trying to wrap around the back side of it. I don't know if the hail has dropped yet or not. In fact, since I got Vince off to the side here, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the potential hail in here.
So that entire thing is the wall cloud. That area there is where I would expect a tornado. But every time it starts to look more and more organized, it kind of
All right, here we go. There's some pretty notable liquid up into the higher end, not higher end, but the higher part of the storm right now. But I don't know if the downdraft is going to be strong enough to bring that hail to the surface just yet. There is some higher values over here on the western flank of the storm here, near where that rotation is. So depending on if, and really I'd say more so when this goes outflow dominant, I think that's when the hail potentials might increase for it. It's just a hunch, I would say. Can't prove that at the moment. These are wily creatures, these storms. Okay, there's the new severe thunderstorm warning. Probably has the tour possible. They're gonna probably let this tornado warning expire now with this polygon. So we'll go ahead and see what happens with that. We could be seeing half dollar size hail maybe with this. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Probably give that 10 seconds. It should probably clear out. Because I don't know about how it sounded on your end, but on mine it was a little bit ear piercing. Oh, we're starting to have them buffer just a tiny bit. All right, 4 minutes until the tornado warning expires here. Storm is moving very slowly, by the way. It's been moving at 10 miles an hour. Kinematically speaking, over this area, the environment hasn't been super impressive. That was one reason why I was on the fritz about maybe going live with this. Yes, absolutely, man. Horns up. I also, I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute here once we figure out what's going on with this storm. Or you can ask me about some bands in the chat. I don't mind. But hey, also share this video to other metalheads too. I'm sure they'd find this interesting. Weather nerd that's real heavy into metal. Many subgenres too. Dang. Work really has messed up my my throat, my sinuses a bit here. Whoa. Hold up a minute. What's going on over there? I thought I saw a couple of odd clouds over here. I don't think there's anything on the ground at all. I don't even see a funnel, so. But I haven't been seeing scud in that region. That's interesting. Let's change this radar back over. Bad part about this storm right now is the fact that we are very close to the radar, so we may have a little bit of fuzz going on, a little contamination here, because these radars often end up looking higher up into the atmosphere. You can't necessarily see as easily what's going on in the surface. Yeah, it's trying, but kind of has an outflow dominant look to it. Like there's this inflow notch here, and then right here it looks like we might be seeing a little bit of a surge outflow trying to develop. This storm is really trying to produce. I just don't think it's ready to do so right now. and there's a very limited window. Hey, contingents, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you here, bud. Let's hope that we don't have any instances like last time where you had to go to the ER. That was crazy, dude. Shoot. You did make a decent call with this right here. We got at least one storm that ended up having a tornado warning. But this one was a tough forecast. Yes, la vie. Did you check Discord, by the way, where I was looking more toward, where I was talking a little bit about Friday's forecast? By the way, I'm so sore. Oh my gosh. Take your time, man. I don't know how long this stream really will end up being, because like we were talking about the other day, this is probably going to be a very short window event right here. Stream's doing that little thing again where it starts to end up being blurry. Might have to exit out and reopen in just a minute here. Tornado warning has expired. And now we're trying to figure out what the heck's going to happen with this thing next. Probably try to sneak the radar off here to the side. So that way we can keep Vince maybe a little bit closer to the center. Speaking of which, I gotta put the soundings back up on Discord. Just give me a second here. If I go quiet, I'm just doing other stuff real quick. Also, to anyone that's watching for the first time today, feel free to join our Discord server. The link is in the description, by the way. Oh, we're starting to lose him. No, we got him. We got him back. South side where that storm had done that little merger here is starting to look a little bit better. It's like it's surging in and out, like it's trying to do a thing, but I don't know if it's going to yet. I might have to take a full screen for a bit here. Having a little bit of trouble keeping his feet up buffer free. I got a little bit extra stuff opening up on my screen for whatever reason. Might have fixed it. Yeah, I think that wall cloud's gonna probably start to weaken a little bit. It's a very cool shelf cloud starting to develop, though. I do think that this will have an increased potential for damaging winds a little bit further down the line here for a brief period. Looks like we're having trouble with him. We'll get him off of there. We don't want to lag too much. Another question mark I have here is, what are these storms going to do over here up in the front of this little sector of convection that's developed here? If that sector of convection kind of organizes a little bit along with the shortwave that sparked this, we could get a brief period where one of these could get tornado warned. Like I said, there's not a lot of kinematics to go around. And really not even a lot of instability. So with that being said, I mean, we did good to have even one tornado warning, considering how I wouldn't say unfavorable, but maybe unimpressive might be the better word. That's just my take on things. Because there were a lot of models that were really kind of going against this setup. There were others that were going towards it more. Forecasts like that are really difficult. So just trying to get a beat on what actually was going to happen was going to be really tough. All right. To anyone that's just joining in, because we're starting to get a decent increase in viewers. Wasn't expecting to really be live here, but looking at a shortwave troughs here that has sparked off a few severe storms here. Marginal tornado potential across the Texas Panhandle. I don't really see this pushing any further past it. So anyone in Oklahoma right now, I know you're watching this and probably having a few questions if there's a few of you over here. But I think you guys might be all right. But just in case, maybe keep an eye on it for a little longer. All right, man. Just let me know what you think in Discord, or you can tell me here in chat. It doesn't matter to me. We can be a little silly, it looks like, because there's only severe thunderstorm warnings right now. And of course, that's when Baconator isn't here. That might be a good thing, though. Rich is in the meantime. So we're basically just kind of in a wait and see mode pretty much. Only severe thunderstorm warnings remain right now. We're mainly looking at $half size hail at the moment and potential for maybe some 60-mile-per-hour winds. This one to the south has a tornado possible tag with it. But other than that, the severe thunderstorms are relatively on the limited side. This little sector right here looks a little bit interesting, but it has a long way to go, and I'm kind of seeing tendencies of that maybe going outflow dominant. I mean, yeah, they do. But I'm talking about the shortwave. I mean, we've been knowing for a while that the hodiographs were not going to be very impressive. But you also got to look at stuff like the lift index, all that other stuff. So, yeah, trying to bash me immediately. Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel? Take that. I know. I'm just messing with you. I'm not taking any of that seriously. I mean, we kind of known that forecast has been kind of on a downtrend. No, I'm not defending them. I'm not defending those. Not even a little bit. Well, I'm still watching that. I mean, we could be in another situation where we end up having like an impromptu live, just like tonight. Good grief. So we have certain thoughts and feelings when it comes to hodiographs. Wow. I wonder what Kyle would say to such things. Oh, it looks like we got a storm report here. Looks like we are getting a report of golf ball sized hail with this storm. This was this was a report from the public here too, towards Pantex, Texas here. Hail kind of fell out on the bottom of that one. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're going outflow dominant, and I actually might have called that one too. I don't know for sure. But I said when this storm started to really trend towards outflow dominant, I think the chance of there being some hail was very much possible, and looks like that is the case here. The question is the time between the report being issued and the actual sighting. So it comes into play as well. All right. So I guess in the meantime, that looks like it's outflow dominant. We'll wait a little bit longer to see what these storms do over here. I'm going to put this in a loop mode to see how they've been evolving. Keep in mind also, folks, that these storms are not moving very quickly. They're moving at best maybe about 10 miles an hour. This is over the last 7 frames, so that's probably about 20 or 30 minutes. Notice they haven't moved too much. So I don't disagree. I'm thinking hail, maybe a brief period of a damaging wind gust. Just not really a lot of instability, not a lot of kinematics tomorrow. But also notice like the one that there's a model in there that I've never used. The RRFS. Apparently that's like an experimental model. And actually, if I think about it, last couple times there have been storms, that experimental model's done okay. Have you seen that model before, though? Okay, looks like Vince is trying to go back in. I guess I'll look at Vince getting upset about a piece of hail. What? Okay, I need to see that. Why is he getting upset about hail? Why is he getting upset about hail? I gotta see this. Oh,
I mean, if there was a tornado on the ground, I would be more willing to risk the camera, but
oh, that's why his camera.
it's just
That's a pretty impressive lowering right there.
yeah, that was only like dime to nickel size. I was just worried it was gonna get bigger without a snow.
Fair enough.
That's the primary wall cloud right there, in front of the camera. That's looking just off to the northwest.
Dang, contingents, you dropping a couple of swears in the chat. You know why it's gonna get you for that if he sees that. But yeah, he. Oh my God. No, do not come at him, Wyatt. You know what? I'm gonna let you two solve your problems. How about that? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. That rain's starting to catch up to that wall cloud now. Might undercut it. That might be the end of the tornado potential for that storm. Because rarely do storms end up producing tornadoes after they've been undercut. And it looks like we might be seeing that scenario playing out right before our eyes here, along with the buffering. In the meantime, though, yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's that rain shaft coming in. Yeah, it's about to undercut this thing completely. Well, guess it'll be on to the next storm here because we're getting a lot of buffering from Vince anyway. None of these storms really look impressive, with the exception of this one here, just east of Canyon here. But even then, it doesn't look like it's gonna immediately produce anything. It's quite an interesting hook on it, though. Huh? Well, contingents a little later, we might have to discuss some other weather stuff. I'm gonna let you see what's going on with that in just a minute. I'm screenshotting it and I'm gonna send it to you on Discord, because that looks oddly interesting, or somewhat alarming, actually, I would say. But we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Okay, so I'm just looking through my phone while I'm at it here, and I've learned something interesting today. And feel free to put like a face palm or something in chat, or just you can send a lot of laughter emojis. But apparently in Wyoming, there's a town called Wyoming. The more you know. The more you know. So there is a Wyoming. This is front page news. In fact, maybe I should make this the title of the stream. There's a Wyoming. And maybe I should make that just for the handful of people in here. Wait, what? Every time your girlfriend makes you a sandwich, she puts a bunch of this Trinidad scorpion hot sauce on it. She's trying to kill you. She's trying to kill you through Skogel units. You are trying to kill Contingent's girlfriend is trying to kill him with Skogel units. Like this is man versus food. Run, Contingents, run. Where's Baconator, man? Come on, Wendy's, where are you? Dang. If there's anyone else on here that's willing to be in chat, can we get a few L's for Contingents here? Or rips. Or a couple of rip. Yeah, that storm's gone completely outflow dominant now. I'm interested to see what the hail potential is right now. Let's go ahead and go to VIL. Oh, these are starting to max out now. Hail potential is definitely starting to go up. These storms definitely seem like they have good inflow in them. But I'm not sure if overall the tornado potential is going to still be too high here. We see Vince over here blasting away from this hail core, and I do not blame him. I've seen plenty of chasers on their feeds this year with cracked windshields. Today could be another great example of that. Could be another case of that. All right, so Vince isn't pulling in that AccuWeather bread. No, I think Vince really just wants to protect his camera. I think that's what it really is, because I think he mentioned it just a few minutes ago, actually. But nonetheless, man, if you do happen to be in the path of these storms, if you have time, which you actually might, because these storms are not moving fast. They're moving at about maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. But with them not moving that fast, you do have a chance to get that car into a carport or in the garage to where maybe you can reduce some of the damage. Because if this hail translates all the way to the ground, we could see some pretty significant hail here. And I know over towards this region, the hail insurance is not friendly. It is not kind. It wouldn't be in any case, but especially over here where it's more common. And then on top of that, this storm over here that Vince was just on actually has been reported to have golf ball size hail. So let's make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do here. Oh, hey, thank you for subbing, Colleen and me, fan of Spooks. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Counter goes up. We're really just waiting to see what else is going to happen here. Wish I could get a few more people on here talking music too, especially during these severe thunderstorm warnings. Also, maybe some DMCA free music would be cool too. With a deviant. The deviant cow. Oh my god, I gotta see this. Uh-oh. Why? Did you see what was going on earlier with contingents? Before you go, make sure you've peeped that out. Nah. You and contingents are probably gonna need to talk here. Wait, where's the cow? Where's the cow? Oh man. I think I missed all the fun. Yep, it looks like I was a little too late to this party here. Is that supposed to be it right there? Well, Vince isn't Pinko's Hake, so I'm not too sure. But no, that wasn't it, Wyatt. Just scroll back further. I'm such a narc. Nah. Vince is going go wire. Ah, it keeps on buffering. I can't see. Where is he gone though? I don't see anything. I don't see a cow on the road. Oh, yeah, it's gone. I missed it. Oh, man. He's just backing up now at this point.
Those are very little cows. Probably could have darn near just picked them up and put them back into the freaking fence. And I don't know if it's sold them.
I don't think that would have been a good idea.
You gotta understand though, baby cows are kind of dumb. Calves are not the smartest animals in the world.
Keep it real, Vince. Keep it real.
They act like dogs. Honestly, they act like dogs.
Keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up. Besides contingents, you're the one that did say come at me, Wyatt. So you gotta keep that same energy. You gotta live up to those words. Is there a new tornado warning? Nope. I swear that's gonna end up becoming a meme if this channel grows big, which it should eventually.
Okay, we're almost done.
But no, not that one. Oh, I think Contingent's deleted his own message. Not slick, man.
Clear to our main road.
Wait, what? What? What the heck just happened to my chat? Ah. You suck, Contingents. Wyatt was gonna put you in timeout for that. He's gonna look back on this. You're gonna make him look back on the stream. He's gonna see it. He's gonna see it. Oh man. I'm sorry, Contingents. But it was. This is gonna be funny. Even though he's because I don't know why he's got the power to put people in timeout. When he sees that, he's gonna be like, Contingents. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, I'm not a cop, okay? I'm not a cop. You can take that up with Wyatt. Wait, what? Oh man. That's the whole reason I was instigating this. Just to watch his name disappear for like 5 minutes. Just because. I mean, there's severe thunderstorm warnings. There's hail, but there's not a whole lot going on with the tornado threat. No, you are not. No, don't do anything worse than timeout, please. That's not what we need. And do not take his admin privileges. Please and thank you. Well, one good thing is that there's not a watch-in effect, because that was going to be really annoying to deal with if I were to kind of have to move the radar around. Because then you end up getting a little notification popping up, like, watch how I click this your thunderstorm warning thing here, and there you go. I have to double click that to get it out the way, because if I single click it, it just comes right back. No, don't do that. Let him keep his red name. He will actually spaz about that, and I don't want to be caught in the middle of that. Leave it alone. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I was just being silly. Let's not do anything stupid. No, and then I'll reinstate it because it's not that serious. He was just slipping. Okay, Wyatt, just do it. I don't care. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Better yet, we should just make your name orange or something. I don't know. Or yellow or... Not gold, because gold's mine. You can't have it. Yeah, change it to teal. Change it to teal. Let's go back and change this to reflectivity while we're at it here, because, I mean... What about dark green? It's not that serious, Wyatt. Honestly... Oh God, he actually did it. Oh God. Okay, just... Alright, now that you change it, just change it back. It's not that serious. Literally, it was just more like Wyatt was quoting something that Vince had said. Ohio me what? What? Why? Why Ohio? Why is it Ohio? And by the way, folks, this is how we deal with our downtime. It's pure foolishness here, so you can be a bit silly. What's wrong with Ohio though, Wyatt? I have family that lives there. They live in Springfield. This storm does look like it's trying to give it one more shot here. I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, the little meme. Still though, why people harping on Ohio, man? These guys are cool. Well, at least my family is. To me. Even though they're not watching right now, shout out to you guys up in Springfield. Still looks like it's outflow dominant here, but there might be a chance that this could come back around. We're not done with this storm just yet. Still has a tornado possible tag severe thunderstorm. Honestly, you aren't wrong. But we're not gonna go into that political mess, because that's just not really something I'd try to wrap my head around too much. Sounds like it's getting windy outside where I am. Wonder if it's raining. I almost want to check the radar and see what's going on where I'm at, but I don't know. I don't expect anything crazy going on here. Whose picture? Mine? Is Arsonist Get All the Girls from Ohio? I've never heard of that band. Oh, wait a minute. We might have to get a little bit more serious again here. What's wrong? What? Well, no, it still looks a little junky. Could partially be because of the radar here, but this storm is not giving up though. I wonder what exactly Vince is seeing here at the moment. Oh. Why did it sound like that? Like that was going to be a thing, like it was going to be a deathcore or some type of hardcore fusion of some sort. Oh. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of we butter the bread with butter. What the heck, Wyatt? Well, so much for being serious on this stream. Sheesh. And we cannot get Vince's stream. Oh, they are? Well, that's pretty cool. I'm not super into deathcore, but I'll check them out at some point. If I can ever remember to check out bands, which I rarely do. Oh, hey, we almost had him for a moment. Yeah, in the music section. We don't use that section much. We don't use that thread, unfortunately. I've been meaning to put something up on that, but I've just been kind of busy with all this weather stuff lately. I figured out the hack to buffering. All you have to do is just kind of go in the same motion as the little circle in the middle of the screen, and then it'll fix it. Look at that. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, it actually worked. It actually did work. Yeah, it looks like he's driving away from this. I mean, it still doesn't seem like it's trying to do... It still seems like it's trying to do something, but... I think like Vince said earlier, this is probably a failed... Oops, I think we just lost Radar Omega for a second here. Let me go ahead and fix it. Well, that's a tried true quote, to be honest, though, Wyatt. Nonetheless, though, that's going to become a quote on the streams. We'll probably warm that up for when hurricane season gets going. If it does, I mean, it's going to be a pretty average year, I think. Speaking of which, I need to make a video on that now that the Hurricane Center has made a forecast now. Okay, I think we should be on the way back here. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened here. I guess I just clicked the wrong button here and I ended up exiting out. Don't worry, folks. It's coming back. Just a little mishap. That's all. Probably hang around maybe for another hour and see what happens with some of those storms further to the south. If nothing happens with those, we'll probably call it a night. Like I said, the window for these storms is very limited as far as tornado potential is concerned. I don't expect these storms to make a lot of progress. These storms are going to be moving very slow as they are right now, about 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles an hour max. So anything beyond that, I don't really expect much to be going on here. Hats off to whoever named that passively aggressively named that town Panhandle. Yeah, word. Oh, did you hear what I said earlier though? Contingents about that one town in Wyoming that's actually named Wyoming. The storm still seems like it's relatively discombobulated. Yes, Wyoming, Wyoming, that is really a thing. And I just can't seem to wrap my head around it. I can only imagine what it's like trying to direct someone towards that town. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna do this against my better judgment. Hi, my name is Pete. Tornado. Hi, my name is Peter. Wanna play? No, go away, tornado. Okay. And then all of a sudden there'd be a tornado warning in Oklahoma. Why you just jinxed the people for tomorrow? Very broad rotation here. Nothing that I can be concerned about right now. I'm just really leery of that storm's reflectivity shape. That little hook there doesn't have me nervous, but just has me kind of side eyeing it a little bit. But it just doesn't seem like it's really going to get its act together to where I would be concerned about a tornado. I think the greatest threat with that's going to be ping pong sized hail. Okay, ping pong sized hail, ping pong ball. Excuse me. But yeah, as far as tornado potential with this is concerned, I don't see a lot going on with this. Up to 9 people right now. Glad you guys are here. It's relatively quiet, and these streams aren't bad. I don't mind these at all, actually. Feel free to say stuff in the chat. We don't bite. We're a little bit silly sometimes. But nonetheless, you know, just feel free to participate. Feel free to say hello. We're relatively laid back. I think it's raining outside. I swear it is. And then there's Wyatt, who is working on trying to be called a comedian. Trying to work on being a comedian. There's a town called Due West in South Carolina. There's a road called Due West here in Atlanta, actually, over towards the suburbs near Kennesaw. Due West Road. So, that's not as bad, but to name a city after your state, that's, or a town after your state, I'm like, okay. I mean, I know there's only so many names you can name a particular town, but really? Only thing that would make that worse is if it was the capital, which thankfully it isn't. But I bet someone somewhere has probably tried to petition for that. Boo. Actually, that was slightly funny. Wow. Really, Wyatt? What did the teenage tornado say to his parents? Nothing. He just stormed off. Oh my goodness. There's a town called North in South Carolina. How are you finding this stuff? How are you finding this stuff? Like I don't get it. How are you finding this stuff? That last one was kind of funny though, Wyatt. I'm not gonna lie. That one was. You're you're joking, right, Wyatt? I'm trying not to laugh, but that is kind of funny. Please don't tell me that's. Please tell me that's a lie. Because if not, you have to show me in Discord. I have to know now. I have to know. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at that. And nothing against the good people of South Dakota either. Wait, what? Here's the problem. North South Carolina. Okay, that's weird. It's actually south of due west, South Carolina. Oh my gosh. Wow. This I, the way some of these people have named towns over the years, man. I just want to know. Dull, Scotland. Well, that one's not so bad. This hasn't organized at all. Still have a severe thunderstorm warning for this. Ping pong ball size hail. Oh, wow. We're going a little bit past golf ball size hail now. Some big time hail with this storm, by the way, folks. And Vince has gotten out of Dodge. He is sitting in Panhandle trying to get away from this. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Hell Norway. But, of course, that's a metal thing, so you have to figure that. Big time black metal scene over there, actually. The Norwegians love their metal. Oh, wow. Austria. You gotta love it. Ooh, why you dropped the F-bomb in the chat? I'm gonna put you in timeout. You got goofed. Hey, what's up, Max? The goofiness has begun. Nah, I'm not gonna put you in timeout. I'm not. Yeah, I know you. I know what you meant. If I did put you, you didn't really miss much, Max. We watched this one outflow dominant storm, and oh my gosh. So literally, what's happening here now at this point, Max, is we're watching severe thunderstorm warnings mainly at the moment. Big time hail, and maybe one of these storms might try to produce a tornado quickly. Highly doubt it. But in the meantime, we have both Wyatt and Contingents looking up random weird town names here. And I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it, but Wyatt just put up Anus, France. Like, oh gosh. If you want to join in with them, go right ahead. Because, honestly, at this point, why not? All right, Contingents. I don't buy that for a second. You're gonna have to give me some real proof. Like no Photoshop, actually some real proof. Wait, what? Hang on a minute. I swear if that is actually the name of a lake or a town. Okay, I actually have to look this up on my phone. There I can't resist. Like if that is actually the name of anything, we have failed. Mission failed. Well, Moose look me guntic. Oh my goodness. What in the world? What has happened to this chat? Okay. So I'm looking it up now, contingents. I have my phone in my hand. Oh my goodness, that is actually a real town. And it's a why are people living here? Like what? What? Well, this storm is now outflow dominant. You can see this little area starting to surge out here. So that was one of the other candidates I've considered maybe for some sort of tornado genesis. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh my gosh. Why? I just want to understand why. What do you even nickname that? Like, that's what I want to understand. What do you even nickname that? To anyone that's just joining in, because we're up to 11 viewers now, we were watching this storm earlier for the potential of maybe producing a tornado. So that threat has since then kind of diminished. This is producing 2-inch hail at the moment right now. And we're also just kind of meandering around seeing if there's anything else that may have any sort of tornado potential. Right now, I'm leaning towards no. So probably within the next little bit here, I might actually be having to call it a night. I mean, there's a very limited window for these storms to really organize and do anything of major significance. It's named Tumata. Okay, why couldn't they just call it that instead of having 85 characters in the town? Excuse my admins, by the way. We're doing this weird thing right now where we're actually looking up random town names. Cut and shoot tech. That sounds like a Texas name name for a town if I've ever heard one. No offense to anyone from Texas, but that sounds like something. That sounds like a name that would only exist in Texas. Why are these nicknames for these crazy town names or lake names so simple, and yet we have to have? Oh, Hurt, Virginia, I've actually heard of. That's not the worst. You guys were naming some worse ones earlier. Can't even do. Oh, I've heard of that. I think actually Kyle had mentioned that once. Truth or Consequences. Oh yeah, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. I think that's actually where the University of North Carolina or UNC is from. So that's not unheard of. But yeah, this is what we're doing right now, chat. Or this is what we're doing right now, everyone who's on the stream right now. Okay, Oklahoma. Really? Wow. There's nothing bad about what they're doing, Max. You can join in on the fun. You don't have to be an angel. Okay, okay. Wow. Whoever is making these crazy town names or just silly town names needs to be stopped. They must be stopped. Because, I mean, honestly, Coward, South Carolina. Are you guys literally just looking these up on Google, honestly? Oh, no, not you too, Kyle. Literally, we're going to have a 3 hour stream where we may have done maybe 1 hour worth of actually looking at storms that had potential to do something, and now we're just going to watch everything descend into chaos. Oh, man. Dude, you have a breadth of niche knowledge. Of niche knowledge. I believe that. But it's not. The thing is, it's not just you that's finding it. Wyatt's also finding these. Poop, Oklahoma. Wow. Well, Kyle, remember that setup we were talking about last night about today, or that was about today's setup? I mean, we did have one storm that looked promising. It was this storm that Vince is on, but uh, it produced a wall cloud, and it was it was rotating pretty rapidly at one point, but now we've kind of fallen off on it. Now the storm's become outflow dominant, just kind of falling apart at this point. So I guess now we're just waiting to see if there's any other supercells that might develop here. I'm kind of leaning towards no. California. I want no part of what's going on over toward. I think they're actually talking about maybe closing the one in Florida. That's a long story in and of itself, and that's not something we should be getting into on the stream. The Golden Silk Weaver. What? Yeah, pretty much contentions, but let's not get into that here. I've heard of Hooker, Oklahoma. No, I've heard of Hooker, Oklahoma. Oh no, I already knew exactly what was going on. But like I said, contentions. I know you feel strongly about it. To a point, I do too. But like I said, not the place. Not the place. No, I just don't like drama. I like silliness, like what we're dealing with here. Last chance, Iowa. That's actually pretty cool. I kind of want to. No, I actually kind of don't want to be there. And what are the and also contingents? What are they paying me? I just want no part of that crap, man. Life's more simple when you don't have to deal with drama all the time. You already have enough crap to deal with in the course of a day. I'll give you a high five, Max. I ain't got no forehead kisses neither, so what are you talking about? Why do you keep on bringing these names up? How do you keep finding these? Make this make sense. Why? I'm not going to say the name on stream, so don't you worry. Thank goodness Contenders doesn't have a mic because he would say it. Because he loves it anyway. And no one caught that troll, did they? You know what? I might end the stream right here, because honestly, what this is turning into, it's kind of getting, this is kind of getting out of hand. No, I knew exactly what you were saying. Inter. Okay, which state named their town Intercourse? I have to know. I have to know. Poo Poo Point, Washington. Wait, what? Like I said, whoever's naming these crazy towns has to be stopped, man. Like, this is ridiculous. PP Island, Newfoundland. And the sad part is this isn't the U.S. This isn't just the U.S. that's doing this. It's worldwide. Dang it, Kyle. Stop influencing them. Please don't tell me that's, if that's actually true, then good grief. I'm probably just gonna end the stream here. Cause I mean, come on. Come on. But oh my goodness. How are you guys finding these crazy town names? Where do you find the time to look up these crazy town names? All right, Max, stop acting like you don't want to jump in on the action too. I'm just shut up, contingents. Max, I'm scared. Oh my contingents, why are you making it? Why are you turning it into that? It's not even like that. It's not useless. I mean, people need to be in those desk jobs. Very critical work gets done there. I used to work a desk job actually a long time ago. I'm just not good at sitting still for too long. Sometimes even live streaming occasionally can be tough. All right. All right, I'm not going to. Why are you looking all of these up on Google? It would have been funnier if it would have been for England or UK, cuz that would have been, or Wales or something, cuz they use that term a lot. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing to do. I mean, at the moment, you're right. I mean, we only have one storm that's really producing anything as far as reports are concerned. Well, there was this storm earlier that produced quarter-size hail, but other than that, really. Hang on a minute. Speaking of this storm right here, it's still trying. I just don't think it's gonna do it. Like I said, I mean, really, I don't know. I don't know how much longer we'll do this for. Maybe we'll just sit here and just be silly for however long, or I don't know. So I guess we have to pick one. I guess since we've had all this foolishness going on, we have to pick one. We have to pick the best one. Either the best town or the best response to a town name. Wow. Okay, so that's one vote for I'm not even going to say that. Oh my. Really, Max? You're going to have me do math right now. What's that number? I mean, you know what? I would answer it seriously, but you know what? Just because all the crap that's going on in the chat right now, I'm going to say 60. Why not? 60. That's my final answer. Or better yet, I'm not even going to, or better yet, next one that you ask, I'm not even going to give you a number. I'm going to say something like fish. How about that? Anyway, this storm is really working my nerves here. This storm tries to form a hook. Then next thing you know, it starts to break off. Like, hope you guys are happy. I'm pandering to your little games. Well, really, but really, though, honestly, like Wyatt said, there's not really much to do. But he's a bad boy. I might as well put all of y'all in timeout except for, well, everyone but Kyle. Because Max is acting like he isn't in the action. Isn't wanting to jump in on the action, but we all know he wants to. Stop lying to yourself, son. Shoot, there's not enough people on here to really vote. No, no one's going to timeout. I can time out the entire stream. Wow, why not? See what I did there? Boom. Yeah, I know. Anyone that's watching right now, yeah, this stream's just pretty much gone to chaos right now because we're trying to figure out just what the heck to do now with ourselves. Doesn't really look like there's much in the way of any severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings. I mean, there's a couple warnings, but yeah. Oh God, if I look forward to that, but at the same time, I'm utterly terrified too. The day that happens, I feel like YouTube is just gonna say, "Nope, that's it. We're banning these guys. We're not gonna let them on here ever again." Okay, Wyatt, thanks for making me relive elementary, middle, and high school all over again. Let's not forget Tia and Tay and yeah. Thanks to all the substitute teachers I had. I don't fear that much, but I can be a sweet, tender man for YouTube. Sounds like you are making an advertisement. I wonder how your girlfriend would feel about this. Shut up, Wyatt. But you sound like you're making an advertisement to be a mate for YouTube contingents. I wonder how your girlfriend would feel about this, man. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, platonic. Never mind. I was like, wait, what? Okay. That's a very interesting dynamic to the relationship. Oh, may as well put this in loop mode since we're being goofy right now anyway. Anyone that's jumping into the chat, feel free to add to the nonsense. I mean, there's really nothing going on. We're seeing like it's weird what we're seeing happening here though too with this radar image here. We're seeing these small cells here trying to almost. You know what, Max? How about this? Dirty laundry. That's the answer to that. A whole lot of dirty laundry. Without Tide Pods. Just Dollar Tree laundry detergent. How about that? And grass stains everywhere. Everything was fine, but Jim Cantori showed. Okay, Wyatt. I decree that you make that into a meme and then post that into the Discord server because we don't make any memes on there, which is absolutely ridiculous. That none of us make any memes. Can you make that happen? Well, we need to use that thread a little bit more, man. I mean, we've only used it like, what, maybe 5 times since we started the server? I mean, I need to do my part on there too, but yeah. I'm almost certain it's raining outside. But I can't tell for sure. I mean, it keeps sounding like we have some kind of rain shower outside, but hard to say. I'm not looking out the window. Dad tie. Don't give life to that, please. Northwest of Canyon. I do see a little inflow notch there. And you said northwest of Canyon. Very sneaky little shear line notch or a shear line couplet trying to develop here. It's the tiniest little baby couplet trying to develop here. So that's what velocity looks like. And we'll go to reflectivity here. Ah, yeah, there it is right there, the little comma. You know what? 1234 plus 1234 or times 1234 is 4. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Literally the next scan came in and it just said, nope. Yeah, you guys are dreaming. Well, guys, I don't know, man. I guess we just call it. Because, I mean, we could, in all likelihood, I mean, depending on what time I get home, more than likely I'm probably just going to go live anyway. Because why not? Because really, I mean, it was fun. I mean, not much happened. Which is okay, quite frankly. But, yeah. Alright, Wyatt. I think we're just going to call it a stream anyway. Not much really happened. Less than a 2-hour stream, but maybe more time. Maybe in time we can interact with people a little bit more. I'm pretty sure there might be a couple of people on here that are scared of us now. If so, that's fine. Mission accomplished. But we were here for it. We were here for the crazy weather. Thankfully, not too much happened. Anyone that's left over watching, thanks for watching Max cite the alphabet on chat. Wyatt and contingents finding every single weird town name that you could think of. And yeah. And thank you to everybody who has subbed, everybody who watched, and everybody who is still watching now. But this has been the, I don't know what to really call our team. We'll have to figure it out here. I mean, yeah, it's my channel, but these guys are just as much a part of the team as, are pretty much part of the team really at this point. But anyway, until the next one, you guys take care. And also, if you look in the chat here and in the description, we have our Discord server. No, you had it right. It was just a little slow. But you check chat, you check the link in description. That's our Discord server. We talk about weather on there. Sometimes talk about other foolishness, and particularly people's pets. But anyway, you guys take care. I'll have a video up for you guys probably tonight, maybe even tomorrow as well as maybe even a short. But till the next one, take care. You guys have a good night. Thank you to all of my admin. Thank you to anyone watching. Till then, adieu. Snap, you guys are still here.